Hey, this is Michael at Pre-Approve Me app. We want to take you through a quick video to show you the basic features of the mobile app for the Pre-Approve Me app platform. We're not going to be going into any of the web stuff, just mobile. So without further ado, what you're looking at here is the dashboard. This is what a customer lands on after they've been invited by you, by a client of yours, or by a real estate agent, whoever shared the app. When they're invited by a loan officer, they're going to have a few more features. Specifically, they're going to be able to do things like run calculations. They're going to be able to check on the status of loan conditions that are being requested. They're going to be able to submit documentation through this tab. They're going to be able to check on the loan status through this Milestones tab. They can communicate with you directly through Messenger here, in-app Messenger. They can share the app, and they can view more details regarding you. So your contact information, your bio, your social media links, etc. And as usual, all of this is going to be branded for you, your colors, your logo. And so let's jump into the first feature, which is the qualification calculator. This is really a very powerful tool for your buyers and real estate agents. What they're going to be able to do from this is they're going to be able to run numbers, change the variables for each home. So in this case, they can change the price, the taxes, the homeowner's insurance, and the HOA dues. And they can adjust any of the loan information that is within the parameters you've set as acceptable for them. And based on that information, they're going to see the status as they qualify. Okay, so in this case, I've entered the customer's income, I've entered their debts as their loan officer, and they're going to be able to determine in real time whether or not they qualify for that home. So as you can see down here, the status of this customer is qualified. They can actually open this menu up and view more information about that offer, including their payment, the details, a visual representation of what their PITIMI breakdown looks like. And then they can even request a pre-approval or pre-qualification letter directly from the app, as long as you've given them access to it. So if I was to request this letter, all the customer would do is just click this button. They can confirm the details. And a couple seconds later, a customized compliant version of the letter that you guys set up in your profile is going to be emailed to them. It's going to be emailed to the realtor. It's going to email to you as a loan officer. And so that's a very powerful feature. If now, let's say the customer changes the price here. So if I go to home price and I change the price to $500,000, my guess is that they're going to fall outside of the acceptable parameters. And now they're being notified that they need to contact the loan officer for approval. So in this case, they can open this up. They could see the same information, but instead of requesting a letter, they're able to request a loan officer review. Okay, that basically gives them the ability to get feedback from you no matter what the scenario is, which really can help bring that customer or make them more comfortable with the process in general and the feedback loop that's built into the platform. Okay, so that's how the qualification calculator looks or works. The next thing is conditions. So one of the biggest reasons why loans close late today is because we simply cannot get what we need to do our job. So what we want to do is we want to help to manage our customers' expectations by giving them a very, very easy way to look at loan conditions. So if they click on this tab, what they could see is any documentation that is required on their loan. Now, when a document is requested like this as a loan officer, not only are they going to be able to have access through the mobile app, but they're also going to have access through a web portal. So an email will go out as well as mobile app updates. They can also upload documents through that email, or they can upload documents through the mobile app. In this case, I'm going to go ahead and upload a document called mortgage statement. Click on the condition. It will show them a description of what is required, and it give them an option to submit documents. I'm going to go ahead and click submit. And what you can see here is it now says upload document or image. This basically is saying search my phone for something that already exists. So I could click on this. It's going to pull up my Google Drive, my image gallery, my OneDrive, my Dropbox, your iCloud, whatever you have on your phone or your customer has. They're going to be able to access any storage that's on their phone and grab documents. So typically we see annualized documents like tax returns and W-2s being submitted through this feature. Let's say they've got something that's updates on a more frequent basis, so pay stubs. If they need to send that to you, they can create a document using the camera. Click on this, give the document a name. So I'm going to call this test document. I'm going to click Add Page. I'm going to select, oh, there we go. I'm going to select my camera. I'm going to make sure to take a picture, get it as centered as possible. Now, I'm sure many of you receive conditions that look like this, and your underwriters are not good with them. So what we've done is we've actually created a proprietary software that's going to let your customer crop the image, so they can basically just grab the edges of the document and move it around until it's the perfect size. Then all you need to do is click Save and click Create Document down here at the bottom. If they want to, they can add multiple images. So if there's 5 pages of a bank statement, they can continue to add images. And when they click Create, we're going to actually take those images, combine them into one, and convert them into a PDF. Okay, so on your end, you're going to see a very, very simple, clear document that's scanned in. And as you can see now, this document, mortgage statement, is under review. Now there are a lot of supporting features that go into this section that we're not able to show you just because this is a mobile app, but we do support due date reminders so your customers can get automatically updated and reminded that documents are required by a certain deadline. Your clients are able to send you, again, conditions through here, but also through a web interface. When the condition is requested via email, they can click on a link in that email and go into a web form where they can upload documents. That is, really a very important thing, because today we don't want you to do is build a procedure, have you sending out updates through this, only to have to turn around and manually input and create an email to support those customers who aren't necessarily using the mobile app the way that they should be. Okay, the next thing is milestone updates, right? So this is real simple. I mean, you've probably seen a bunch of platforms that send milestone updates. What we're going to do is we're going to provide them with a roadmap. Okay, so you build the milestone list. It's completely customizable. Your customers can always go in here and they can check the status of those milestones. They can see what's happened and what's next. We give them a visual representation of how far they are through the process. And anytime one of these updates is submitted through the platform, you can notify them in any way you want. So again, we're going to send emails if you want, push notifications directly to their phone, text messages, and the mobile app's going to update. And all of this is controlled in your notification settings on the website where your loan officers and where your mortgage company is going to work from. Okay, it's all completely controllable. The last main feature here is messaging, right? So messaging. So if you want to, you can carry on a conversation with your clients through here. Customer can send you a message directly through the platform. Happy New Year. And if the customer wants, and if the loan officer wants, that loan officer can respond directly through the platform. So anytime a response comes back into here, the customer is going to get this notification that pops up that says you've received a new message. And here you go. We've got a response from the loan officer directly in the app. Okay, and this is real time, so I mean it happens within a second of the notification going out. You are going to get notified that your customer sent you a request or a message, and your customer is going to get notified that there's something there to review. Okay, the last thing is the contact screen here. So as you can see, we will display all of your contact information, your social media links, a bio, but we'll also display the same information for your realtor partners. So everything is co-branded, right? Not only the mobile app, but also all the emails that get communicated, the milestone conditions list, the invitation. Everything throughout the platform is going to be co-branded based on the relationship that you've attached to the borrower. And that's a very important thing. Now, if a client wants to, let's say they're really impressed with the platform, they're able to manage everything through here, they're really excited about it, they want their friends or their family members to have the same experience, they can share the app just by clicking this button, sending a text message to them, and that will generate or create a new lead in your platform. And we like leads, right? New leads means new customers. That lead can then be nurtured through the system, right? So they're in here, they're able to run numbers, they can contact you, they can message back and forth with you. And any customer, whether they're a lead or they're actually a borrower of yours who's already applied for a home loan, is going to be able to have all their data is going to be tracked by you. So you're able to see how often they're in here, if they're using it, what they're doing when they're in the app. And even you'll be notified via email anytime the customer is logged in and it's been a little bit of time since their most recent login. We get countless reports from loan officers who have had clients step away from them in the process. You fall out of touch with these customers because you're focused on taking new loan applications and closing those that are under contract. And what happens is the TBD pre-approvals that maybe you talked to a few months ago, they sort of go away. They're sort of forgotten because you've taken 30 loan applications since then. But what we can do is then notify you immediately when a customer's logged into the app so that you know that, hey, this customer may need attention. And if a couple of times we've had loan officers say we completely forgot that the client existed. It reminded me. I was able to get in touch with them, found out that they were about to make an offer, that they talked to a couple other lenders, but this brought me back into the equation and they end up getting the deal. So that is a huge deal for us. We're very focused on data analytics, helping you to understand what's happening in there once a customer leaves your office, which has typically been really like the black hole of the loan process for most loan officers. Once you pre-approve somebody and you send them back out there to the realtor, that is most commonly the time when a customer is the most well-equipped and the most dangerous because they are out there shopping for homes on websites like Zillow, Bankrate, and Trulia. And those websites make their money by taking your customer's contact information and selling it to the competition. And we don't want that to happen to you. So our goal is to keep the customer engaged with you while they go through the process of buying a house, give them a very useful tool that helps them run numbers on every home that's specifically designed for that customer, all based on debt to income and the loan program type they're qualified for, help them manage the loan process, and set the expectation for what it's going to be like to work with your company. Right? Most companies don't invest in their customers' experience like this. And so your client will be very excited that you have.